Welcome to this video that will walk you through encoding an RFID tag in Impinj's ItemTest software version 2.6 and above. Before we start this tutorial, it's important to remember that fixed readers are made to be the workhorses in RFID systems and are not often used for writing individual RFID tags. However, in certain situations, fixed readers can be used for one-off tag encoding, which is why we're going to walk through the functionality using an Impinj fixed reader in the ItemTest software to read and then write UHF RFID tags. Let's jump in. Once you're inside ItemTest and have your RFID reader connected, today we're using the Impinj R700, you're ready to start reading and for this tutorial, writing RFID tags. If you need help setting up your RFID reader or the ItemTest software, check out one of the videos that applies to you in the description below. Click on Inventory under Showcases and start reading tags by clicking the play icon in the top left corner. As you can see, I am currently reading a lot of RFID tags. If you're trying to write to a specific tag, which most users will be, I recommend that you either A, take all other RFID tags out of the read zone, or B, turn down the transmit power on your specific RFID antenna. I will stop my reader and I'm actually going to do both. Alright, I took most of the additional tags out of the read zone. And now I'm going to turn down the transmit power of the antenna I am using by going to Data Sources, clicking on the tab Individual Antennas, and I ended up having to play around to get the right transmit power for this video. And 27 dBm works for my current setup, so I'll change the transmit power now. Click Save. Now go back to your inventory showcase and click the play icon again. Now I'm successfully only reading one RFID tag. Click Stop and then right-click on your RFID tag and click Tag Memory Access so we can open up the Tag Memory Showcase. Once you have the showcase open, you can see your tag's EPC number in the top box, followed by the memory bank, word count, and word offset dropdowns. I explain these in more detail in the video about using ItemTest, which can be found in the description below and in the link on screen now. In order to change this EPC number, we need to see the full EPC number in the boxes under tag memory, which are currently filled with dots. Select in the dropdown the number of words that make up your EPC number and go ahead and select that now. The top of my screen says that this tag is a Monza R6 tag, which does have 96 bits. So this tag has 24 hexadecimal characters and 6 words, which if you add the two controls means I have a total of 8 words. If you do not know, you can always increment up until the boxes under tag memory fill with X's like this, and then decrease the number back to the last word count that worked. Okay, now our full EPC number is listed under tag memory, but we aren't done yet. If you write to the tag right now, it will not work because no matter which characters in the string you try to rewrite, the software thinks you're trying to rewrite the CRC16 and PC, which in essence would render the tag unusable. In order to bypass that, you need to tell the software that you are only interested in the EPC number, which is where the word offset dropdown comes into play. Because the CRC16 and 16-bit PC are each one word, we need to offset our displayed tag memory by 2 words. So click on the word offset dropdown and click 2. Now, because we're telling the software to read the EPC number except for the first 2 words, remember to always decrease the word count by the amount of words you offset. Essentially, right now we are telling the reader to read 8 words, but to start at word 3. If you do that, your tag memory boxes will fill with X's because the reader wasn't able to find 8 words starting at word 3. So on the word count dropdown, set your word count to 6. Now click Read and you will see that our EPC under tag memory matches our EPC in the top box exactly. Okay, now we've read the tag. Let's rewrite it. I'm going to rewrite this tag to 24 twos, and now I'll click Write. If you receive a green message at the bottom here, your rewrite was successful. If an error occurs, sometimes the second time's the charm. Once your tag is rewritten, jump back into the inventory showcase and read your new EPC. You can also encode a tag using ASCII. I'll demonstrate that now. I'll right-click on my new EPC number and open the tag memory showcase once more. As you can see, our parameters are still there in the dropdown. Now click on the ASCII box and place in your ASCII information. Remember, an ASCII character is 2 hexadecimal characters, so you're only able to write 12 characters. I'll write the date like this, just for an example. Now I'll click Write. Now we have written in ASCII characters to our RFID tag. Let's go to our inventory showcase and see the new EPC number. That wraps up this tutorial. If you'd like to learn about a specific feature in ItemTest in more depth, comment below and we can work on a quick video to walk you through it. Thanks for watching this video on how to encode an RFID tag in Impinj's ItemTest software. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one.